We are all mad in our different ways and levels. When you see someone behaving abnormally, you think that person is gone crazy, right? Indeed. And that is happening more often today than ever before because of the many worries we all have. The psychological drain we suffer today is running everyone berserk or bananas. You find people well apparelled, soliloquizing. You'd see them take a step forward and one backward, talking harshly to themselves and with themselves. They're asking themselves what has become of them. When you see them, especially those you recognize, you start asking, what has become of this well-trimmed individual? Why is he or she acting? You've not thought about yourself, have you? Those moments when you get so confused about how to solve your piling problems. The children are screaming for food. Your bills have not been paid. Your spouse is on your throat for having not fulfilled a certain promise, and your whole life is tensed. You start hallucinating and contemplating ending your life. Life for you has become an illusion. There's no joy, no more laughter as it used to be. All is misery, all is worry. You start screaming at everything. In fact, you are mad at whatever comes your way that would seem to consolidate your troubles or misery. You need help. You are not poor. You are a very rich man, but there is no day you are at peace with yourself because you are in constant search for more. There's this little story of a king who had everything but was never happy and could not put a finger at what he wanted. He seemingly had all he needed except that inner joy that makes life worth the salt. He saw one of his servants at the courtyard, light-hearted and joyful. When he inquired from the servant what his secret was, the servant told him he had enough to feed his family and to have a roof over his head. He could not ask for any better. Later the king called his personal assistant and put the question to him why the servant, who had so much less than he, could be so contented and happy. The personal assistant told him because the servant had not joined the 99 club. He advised the king to put 99 gold coins and place them in a bag at the servant's doorstep. That the king did, and when the servant later opened the bag, he counted 99 coins. He went in search of the missing coin. His whole life changed. The joy he had faded away, and everything around him became a nuisance as he determined to work very hard to recuperate the missing coin. The next day when the king saw the servant, his demeanor had changed. He was no longer the happy singing servant. The more we have, the more we search for more. We may never put our finger on the missing coin in our lives. We get mad at not being able to assume total control of everything in our lives. That's why you see many of those rich people always working hard to dupe other people and continue to strive for more. Striving for more is always good, but let's not strive so hard and for so much that we lose all those near and dear to our hearts. We should not compromise our happiness for moments of luxuries. When we look at our lives carefully, we see a trait of insanity in them. Our insanity may not be as pronounced as that of those folks who walk the streets naked or who don't seem to have any more meaning for life. But as psychiatrists tell us, all of us are either insane or mentally deranged at different levels. Circumstances may lead us to worse situations and we too shall be like others. When you see a mad person, don't laugh at him. Look at yourself. You may be like that person someday. None of us is excluded as we go searching for that one missing coin in our lives. Take heed not to render yourself an instrument of worldly pleasure. For the more you think about them, the more you become mentally deranged, disturbed, and paralyzed.